Morning, my name is Sergeant Rick V.
Good morning, I'm Joshua si Pamitan.
Good morning, I am Zayong Gabriel B. Bakali.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about the different types of the volcano. A volcano is a geological formation that occurs when magma, ash, and gas escape from the Earth's surface. Volcanoes can be found all over the world, and they come in many different shapes and sizes. But regardless of their appearance, all volcanoes share the same basic parts. The first part of the volcano is the magma chamber. This is the area beneath the surface where magma accumulates. The magma chamber can vary in size from just a few meters to many kilometers across. It's typically located several kilometers beneath the surface of the earth. The second part of the volcano is the conduit. This is the passage through which magma travels from the magma chamber to the surface. Conduit can be straight or curved, and they can also have branches that connect to multiple vents on the surface. The third part of the volcano is the vent. This is the opening in the earth's surface through which magma, ash, and gas are ejected. Vents can be large or small, and they can be located at the top or sided of the volcano. The fourth part of the volcano is the crater. This is the bowl-shaped depression at the top of the volcano. The crater is formed when material is ejected from a vent during an eruption. Crater can be small or shallow or large and deep, depending on the size of the eruption. The fifth part of the volcano is the flank. This is the sloping side of the volcano. The flank is formed as lava flows down the side of the volcano during the eruption. Volcano, the crater is formed when material is ejected from putik. Finally, the last part of the volcano is the ash cloud. This is a cloud of ash and gas that is ejected into the atmosphere during an eruption. Ash cloud can reach great heights and can be carried for many miles by the wind. In summary, a volcano has 6 main parts: the magma chamber, conduit, vent, crater, flanks, and ash cloud. Understanding this part can help us better understand how volcanoes form and how they behave during an eruption. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new today.
There are 7 types of volcanic eruptions. Hawaiian style eruptions are non-explosive eruption of geyser-like lava fountains that generates red-hot lava rivers of very fluid basaltic lavas. Hawaiian eruptions are typical for shield volcanoes, where eruptions take place both at the summit and at fissure vents. Strombolian eruptions are moderately explosive eruptions of basaltic magma with moderate gas content. Strombolian eruptions consist of intermittent, discrete explosive bursts which eject pyroclast as high as hundreds of feet into the air in fireworks, like incandescent rooster tails. A volcanic eruption is a type of volcanic eruption characterized by a dense cloud of ash-laden gas exploding from the crater and rising high above the peak. They usually commence with phreatomagmatic eruption, which can be extremely noisy due to the rising magma hitting water in the ground. Plinian eruptions are extremely explosive eruptions, producing ash columns that extend many tens of miles into the stratosphere and that spread out into an umbrella shape. This large eruption produced widespread deposit of fallout ash. Eruption columns may also collapse due to the density to form thick pyroclastic flows. Pillion eruptions are a type of volcanic eruption. They can occur when viscous magma, typically of rhyolitic or andesitic type, is involved, and share some similarities with volcanic eruptions. A phreatic eruption, also called a phreatic explosion. Ultravolcanic eruption or steam blast eruption occurs when magma hits groundwater or surface water. Phreatomagmatic eruptions are driven by the direct interaction of magma and water, as opposed to phreatic eruption where no fresh magma reaches the surface. Active volcanoes have a recent history of eruptions. They are likely to erupt again. Dormant volcanoes have not erupted for a very long time but may erupt at a future time. Extinct volcanoes are not expected to erupt in the future. Volcanoes go dormant because magma from the Earth's mantle can no longer reach the volcano. For example, in Hawaii, the line of islands are slowly moving to the northwest. Meanwhile, the supply of magma stays in the same place within the Earth, which currently happens to lie beneath the island.
Introduction. Volcanoes are geological formation that occurred when magma and ash and gas escape from the Earth's surface through a vent or fissure. Volcanic eruptions can be catastrophic and cause damage to property, loss of life and environment destruction. This report aims to give an overview of volcano eruption and their impact on the environment and human socially. Types of volcanoes. There are three main types of volcanoes. First, shield volcanoes. These volcanoes are white and have a low slope. They are formed by lava flows that spread out over a large area.
Ayaw talaga po.
2. Composite volcanoes. These are step-aside volcanoes that are formed from layers of ash and lava. 3. Cinder cones. These are small volcanoes that are formed from explosive eruption.
Baka mag-ipot tayong version.
Impact of volcanoes eruption. Volcanic eruption have a significant impact on the environment and humans society. An eruption can cause respiratory problems and even death in humans and animals. The ash can also cause damage to property as if can clog engines and damage buildings. In addition to the immediate impact of an eruption, the long-term effects can be significant as always. For example, the ash that is released during an eruption can have a cooling effect on the Earth's atmosphere, which can lead to the change in climate, and the ash can also cause acid rain, which can damage crops and aquatic ecosystems. Famous volcano eruption. There have been several famous volcanoes erupt throughout history. Some of the most notable one inclusive.
Number 1. Mount Vesuvius in Italy, erupted in 79 AD, burying the city of Pompeii in ash. Number 2. Mount St. Helens in the United States, erupted in 1980, causing significant damage to the surrounding area. Number 3, Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines, erupted in 1991, causing widespread damage and resulting in the evacuation of over 100,000 people. Number 4, Aja Jala Jokul in Iceland, erupted in 20. Ulit. Ajap Jala Jokul in Ajap Hala Jokul in Iceland, erupted in 2010, causing significant disruption to air travel in Europe. In conclusion, volcano eruption can have a significant impact on the environment and human society. The ash and gas that are released during an eruption can cause respiratory problems and even death, and the long-term effect can be significant as well. It is important to monitor volcanoes and be prepared for potential eruption in order to minimize the impact on human life and the environment.
What must we do before the volcano eruption? 1. Tune into the radio or television for volcano updates. 2. Listen for disaster siren and warning signal. 3. Review your emergency plan and gather your emergency supplies. What must we do during the volcano eruptions? 1. Close all windows, doors, and fireplace for wood stove tampers. 2. Turn off all fans and heating and air conditioning system. 3. Bring pets and livestock into closed shelters. 4. Leave the area immediately if you are warned to evacuate because an eruption is imminent. Evacuate. 5. If you can drive rather than walk, use your vehicle to evacuate when driving. Keep doors and windows closed and watch for usual hazard in the road. What must we do after the volcano eruptions? 1. Pay attention to warning and obey instruction from local authorities. For example, stay indoors until the local health official tells you to it is safe to go outside. 2. Listen to local news update for information about air qualities, drinking water, and boats. 3. Do not travel unless you have to driving in the ash in hazardous to your health and your car driving will stir up more ash that can clog engines and stall vehicles. Thank you for listening.